Hi guys, this is Minette again from Technique Time Tuesday. This month our technique is called Blurred Vision Stamping. And so this is my completed card. I'm going to kind of get a little bit closer so you can kind of see how the images are a little bit blurred. Hopefully you can see that. I'm going to show you how you can create this technique with the leaves and the flower with just a couple of steps, and it's really easy. Now you have some choices as to what tool you want to use to do your blurring. You can either use one of these watercolor pens. You could use a blending pen, which is what I'm going to use. This makes it easier for me, I think. Or you could also just use a very fine tip paintbrush. Do you see how fine that tip is? With a cup of water. So you don't have to have anything fancy to do this. If you just have one of these lying around, you can do this technique. What you're going to need to get started is a lined image and a piece of paper to stamp on. And I'm going to use, excuse me, this image by Stampin' Up. It's from the Mixed Bunch stamp set, and it's just a large flower, and it's a lined image. And so I'm going to ink it up. I'm going to stamp it. And you can see that that's a nice crisp image. What's going to happen when I use the blending pen is it's going to start to look kind of blurry. And all I'm going to do is color in a circular motion with the blender pen each individual petal, okay? And when you do this, it creates this blurry feel. Now, if you're going to use an aqua painter or a watercolor pen, or if you're going to use a paintbrush, make sure that you're kind of going around the outlines and not just kind of using a circular motion. You'll get too much water. But let me just kind of show you what that looks like. So do you see that? How it's blurring these sections that I've done? So you're just going to continue that until you're done. And then what I did after, and see, you can even do back and forth motion, but you get better coverage if you do circular. But for sake of time, I'm going to hurry up and just kind of fill these in. You could do the middle too if you want to. So anyway, so this is what my finished flower looks like. And then because this is an awesome image that comes with a punch, this makes it a lot easier to cut out. I don't have to cut it out by hand. I can just line it up with the punch and punch it out. So there's one of my elements for my card. I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to show you really quickly how I did the leaves, okay? The leaves I did a little bit differently because they have parts that are not colored in, or that are actual just lines is what I mean to say. I'm sorry about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my leaf image. And what I did for this was I actually did the outline of the leaf. Do you see how I'm actually doing those little pieces? I did the leaves also, but I also actually did the little branch pieces. And it gives you this really nice, blurry, kind of soft feel to it. Really easy. If you do it right before or right after you stamp, then the ink's gonna pool a little bit better for you. But this looks really cool and really soft. Let me bring that a little bit closer. You see how I actually did the branches. So it just depends on how blurry you want your image to look. And I think that this looks really nice and soft. Like I said, you're going to need lined images when you do this. And let me show you my finished project one more time. There's my finished project. Also, to blur a little bit more around the edges or the middle of my flower, I added some glitter glue, and that also blends the flower and gives that nice kind of Copic fading feel, I guess is what I was kind of going for. Let me get a little bit closer. So do you see that? So if you wanted to do something like that, anytime you put more liquidy things in the middle, it's going to make it blend even more. And I think this looks cool because it looks more like it's actually fading out from the center. Anyway, that is our technique this month. Very quick, very easy. Hopefully you'll take some time to come and stamp with us, and I can't wait to see your creations. Happy stamping, friends.